Hey guys, a lot of you probably already know that Stand River Battle 2023 took place this Saturday, and I thought I would sort of do a quick overview, summary, and reaction video for my channel here. If you want to watch the original stream, I'll post the link to Kotobukiya's full video in the description below. It's still on their YouTube channel, and I think it's probably going to stay there. But I'm just going to show you screen caps of all of the new things that were announced here and give you my thoughts on them. So lots to talk about here. Let's get into it.
Robo Shop.
So, the first thing they showed was this combo version of the Redler with the booster cannons. Of course, this isn't anything particularly exciting. This is the Redler and the NJR collars that came out, I think, earlier this month, if I remember correctly. And the booster cannons have already been out for a couple weeks as well. So, this isn't anything new. I guess it's nice that we can buy it all in the same box now. But yeah, moving on. Now, I know a couple of you are probably rolling your eyes at this because at this point I'm pretty sure that Gojulas is the one HMM kit that's been released and re-released more times than any other, especially given the fact that there's 3 different versions out there, if I remember correctly. But I don't know, this thing is just so insane. It'll never not be special to me, no matter how many times they re-release it. And so, yeah, what's coming out is the Marking Plus version of the vanilla Gojulas and the NJR collars. No extra guns, no extra parts. Not entirely sure why they're doing this. This is basically a Gojulas gunner minus a few parts, but it's coming, so start saving up your pennies because it'll cost you an arm and a leg again. Next, they showed something that's actually a big deal because this is one of my personal favorites from the olden days, and it's just always cool to see the really old stuff get a nod. Yeah, there's going to be an HMM version of the Guysack, and they did not just show this concept art. Nope, we also got to see a prototype. This is very early stuff. You can see if you look closely that this is 3D printed, so they're nowhere near release with this, but looks pretty damn good, I gotta say. They beefed up the proportions a bit. I'll show you a comparison in a second. But for once I actually agree with the changed proportions, and posability looks to be pretty good. It looks here like the head can tilt forward, there seem to be rotating joints on the arms, the pincers can open and close, the tail may or may not also be articulated, so looks like a pretty good one. Now, for a quick comparison here, this is the Techno Zoids version of the Guysack, which is called Evil Scorpion and is super obscure, and so I decided to pick this one to show you and not the OAR for once. So you can see here that, you know, especially like the legs are much skinnier than they are on the OGR, which has these much beefier spider-like legs. And otherwise it's pretty much, you know, they're doing what they're always doing, which is they're just sort of adding to the detail and more sort of reinterpreting it rather than changing it, which is exactly what they should be doing in my opinion. And what I do think is a bit weird though is this is a close-up of the tail of the HMM, right? This is actually a pilot seat on the original, which you can see here. This is my Scorpozoid with the sort of option parts attached, and this, you can see clearly here that this is a pilot seat. And on the HMM, if you want to, you know, go back to it here, it's for some reason the space where the seat should be is taken up with what is probably one of these searchlights. So that's a bit odd. I wonder if that's going to stay that way, or maybe, I mean, this could house a pilot seat, so this might still change. It's a bit strange. Although, to be perfectly honest, I've never been a huge fan of the cockpit on the tail, so if they do change that, then it's fine with me. It's just a very odd choice. Now, moving along, we have the actually the Tomy anniversary version of the Murasame Liger, which they decided to pimp in the Stand River battle as well. Not entirely sure why though. If they're going to show prototypes of things that they've already shown, then they could have included the Königwolf here. And yeah, I mean, this is great. It's just we've already seen it quite a while ago, so I don't know why they showed it off here. I'm certainly looking forward to this because it looks nice and beefy, quite unlike the Tomy model, which is kind of crappy to be honest. Not a huge fan of the Genesis Ligers, but actually kind of looking forward to this one, and the other two, of course. Now, the next thing they showed was that, you know, this anniversary event for Chaotic Century, which you may remember was a big hullabaloo a couple weeks ago in the various Zoids communities, and then it turned out that it's a rerun. they're showing the episodes again, starting on actually not sure, I thought the date was in this text somewhere, but I can't see it now, and it's airing on a channel or, you know, streaming platform, I don't know what it is, called Tokyo MX, and that's it. Well, that, and there's going to be this new merch here, which, you know, I do like that Blade Liger t-shirt, and I guess, you know, stickers and a fan for some reason, and whatever the coffee is here. So yeah, that's the big Chaotic Century anniversary event. Bit of a letdown, to be honest. But what they're also doing for the 40th anniversary of Zoids is this traveling exhibition. I translated the text earlier using my phone, and it says something along the lines of that this is like a traveling exhibition of like old and new Zoids models, which is going to be running from May 26th to June 19th, as you can probably figure out yourself here. But yeah, I mean, if you're in Japan, you already know about this, and if you're not in Japan, then you're not going to do anything about it. Well, it would be really nice if Kotobukiya posted a video from one of the events, but maybe the guy said something about that in the video. If anybody out of you speaks Japanese and is going to watch the whole thing, please let us know. But yeah, otherwise, unless you're going to travel to Japan in early June, in which case you definitely want to make sure you see this. It's not really that big of a deal for the rest of us on the planet. But the next thing certainly is a big deal, and they also set this up with an appropriate amount of fanfare, and it's the fact that there is going to be an HMM version of RZ045, which some of you may not even need to translate the katakana for, and I'm dragging this out to build excitement. It's the Salamander. That's what this is. They are going to be making an HMM version of the Salamander. The text here just says that it's in the planning stage, no prototype, no concept art, so it's gonna be a while until this thing comes out, but I gotta tell you guys, I'm pumped. I'm definitely pumped for this one. This is the OER version, partly because that's always what I post, and also because my NJR Salamander is kind of dusty, so I decided to take a picture of this one. It's not, of course, you know, I'm sure the HMM is going to look like the NJR version, so it's going to be blue. But the reason I'm showing you this picture is because I've always said that these skeletal-looking helic designs from the original release line, you know, this guy, Gojulas, Mammoth, Ultrasaurus, that these will make fantastic HMMs, because if you just look at the amount of detail here, it doesn't, all they have to do is, you know, improve the articulation a bit, and you've got yourself an awesome looking HMM, and I really hope that's all they do, because it doesn't otherwise in terms of its appearance. I'm sorry, I know I'm biased because of nostalgia, but I really don't think it needs all that much updating. It looks fantastic as it is, so this is going to be a great one. I will say though, not to rain on everyone's parade, but they did announce this as the first super large, I think it said, HMM Zoids kit since the Gojulas in 2013. So this is sort of their 10th anniversary release to commemorate the original release of the Gojulas. And now you're probably thinking what I'm thinking. You're thinking that means, again, no HMM Death Sorrow. And I don't know if we're going to see that thing before all our teeth have fallen out, guys. But it ain't looking good at the moment. It certainly ain't looking good. If they're only making one every 10 years, it's going to be a while until we see an HMM Death Sorrow. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. But I'm excited for this one, for sure. And finally, I also wanted to show this, of course. Regular followers of this channel or my Instagram page will recognize this as my European style repaint of the HMM Iguan, which I called the Zillon because that's what it's called. I submitted this to Kotobukiya a couple weeks ago because they were taking sort of fan submissions of customs and painted builds that they then showed off in a cycling gallery in between the two parts of the event. I submitted this. I got a very friendly and actually personal email back from somebody on Kotobukiya's promo team who actually recognized the color scheme from the 80s, or no, from the NJR days. He said there was some promotional thing that came out during the NJR where he actually saw the European version of the Zillon. Yeah, and they actually included it, and so I guess that means I'm legit now. But no, in all seriousness, it's really cool that Kotobukiya is inviting fan participation, and it's even cooler that they're inviting fan participation from all over the world and not just within Japan. I just think that's really awesome, and if they do this again, I hope more of us from outside of Japan submit stuff, because they certainly, we should all be encouraging that, I think. Anyway, that's all I've got from Stand River Battle. Of course, lots of new releases, lots of things to talk about. If you want, scroll on down to the comment section. Let me know what you think of the new releases. Which are you looking forward to the most? Are you also disappointed about the absence of a Death Sorrow announcement? And while you're down there, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.